We've made it to the final day here, the 2024 Chainhawk Open presented by Dynamic Discs. We are switching venues once again to the Northside Park disc golf course here for the final round of this PDGA A-Tier. Big shout out to Trinity and Ellie Esbra for jumping in on the mic for this final round. You've got myself, Felix, joined by...
It is I, Conrad.
Conrad, it's been a great time as usual out here, and we've got a tight battle here that's going to conclude with this final round. A lot of action expected for this one.
Yeah, we've seen the two challengers in the field challenge each other last year. Let's see what happens this year as they are in contention again. We have Sarah Hokom shooting a 979 rated round 2. And she finished second last year to Jessica Weese. Is a 3-time Chainhawk Open winner, shooting a 990 round rated hot round 2.
Yeah, Jessica, no stranger to this course. Lauren Butler, no stranger to us, as she was on the lead card for round 2, back here for the final round. And then rounding out our card, Jennifer Smiley, who lives up to her last name, 979 rated round 2, 43 career wins for this young lady.
Looking forward to seeing her throw. Here we go, Northside Park, hole 1. It is a par 4 coming in at 582 feet. First goal is to make it through those 2 trees that frame up your landing area. Landing here, typically before the creek, so that you have another approach shot. There is OB lining the entire way on the right. As you get into the green area, you see that it is tightly guarded with a lot of these bamboo, I forgot what they were calling them, but those leaves are like just, you're not putting through those leaves.
Yeah, the palm fronds.
Palm fronds, that's what it was. Ezra got me calling them banana something.
Banana plants, banana trees, banana bushes. Sarah getting us started here on what's been a daunting hole. This hole played difficult during hole 1, or during round 1, I should say. I would expect the same here. Just one of the more challenging starting holes that we see all year.
Yeah, off the tee, you have to shoot straight for the OB with a disc that you know is going to fade. That one did not fade for her, so she is looking at an OB.
Similar situation for Jessica Weese last year. Came in trailing in the final round and managed to overcome that deficit and take the win.
Got some more ideal looking drive there, finishing off to the left. And the more left you are, it kind of opens up a swinging shot for your approach into the green.
Lauren Butler, who travels around the country setting up events throughout the U.S. with the Dream Disc Golf team. So if you see her and her partner out there, they put on some great events.
Ooh, that one looks like it's going straight, but it lands just in time not to go OB.
Mm-hmm. We have 2 team MVP players on the card. It'll be fun to see the differences, especially one being backhand dominant, one being forehand dominant, what type of disc they choose different holes.
Oh, that's an excellent looking drive there.
Very well done. We see Dr. Charlie Burst there, who celebrated a birthday during this final round. Happy birthday, Dr. Burst, a big supporter of the channel for years now.
Sarah not trying to do too much there, knowing that she has a angle issue trying to go forehand into the green, so she lays it up. Lauren, looks like she may have been trying to get there, but it's just so scary because there's so much OB around the green. It's not any OB to the left of it, but it is behind and to the right.
Yeah, you need to push distance, which means you need to throw the disc either flatter or throw something slightly understable to kind of carry that distance, and that can bring in that OB quick on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Weese with that overstable driver in her hand, looking to yank one over and have it fight back.
And it was fighting back, just not in time, so she's going to take an OB stroke here as well. So we have our leaders here, both taking OBs on the first hole.
Good recovery there for Sarah with that range. She's been throwing that disc a lot.
Oh, cutting through there.
It's not easy to do.
Well, that's a risky shot because it can very easily end up behind him. Weese with her up shot.
Long look here for Jennifer, and she's obstructed as well, having to go high with the hyzer angle. Very good bid there.
You say look, but there was no look. She couldn't see.
Yeah, those things are 10 feet tall.
Oh. Basket and the putter both doing work there to get that in.
He's here to tap in her, but hey.
Just a momentary lapse of concentration.
Not what you want. She's already trailing coming into the final round here. That's unfortunately going to cost her another stroke when the leader is also going to take a bogey.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to see it. And we move on to hole 2. Big shout out to Disc Golf Van Life for helping us out with the Jerome previews for this weekend. Hole 2 is par 3, 282 feet. You need to frame up your disc between these trees and bushes here. Something straight, a flip up, or even a stable disc that's going to move slightly right and then finish pretty much dead on center here. This basket, once you get past those bushes and trees, they're pretty much wide open. A little bit of danger if you go a little too long there, but one that these ladies are looking to feast on, whereas hole 1 played well above par. This one of the Musketeers playing .33 strokes below par.
And Lauren taking the other side of the bush with a flexi shot, then landing inside the circle. She'll have a look at a bird.
It just adds more distance because you need to get that height on it, so more difficult shot to throw. The right side, if you can push through that, which she has.
Oh yeah, just had a nice little finish on the end of it. She's inside the circle as well.
Good pull there for Jennifer. Sarah Hokom going sidearm. Let's see if she's going that right gap. She is.
Oh, she did go to right gap. That didn't come back, so she's going to be at circle's edge. And Weese throwing a nice little flip up, floating back towards the basket, and she's slightly inside the circle with a putt too. So we have all 4 players here looking at a birdie putt.
Hokom walking it in, just stayed
Yes.
right. Sit down. Lauren, touch low. She's sponsored by Millennium. I'm wondering if she's putting with Omegas. I didn't get a chance to ask her. There's a birdie for Weese, and that makes up the stroke she lost on hole 1. So we're back to a 2-stroke separation here.
Yeah, Weese still has to be aware of Lauren, who's still vying for a spot on the podium.
Good putt. Yeah, and we've seen some swings out here. There are some holes we saw during round 1 what hole 16 alone can do.
Oh,
yeah. You need to keep it tight throughout the entirety of this round here, not take anything for granted.
That's my first time seeing Sarah put from that angle and seeing how long she keeps her eyes closed.
Yeah. Part of the process. We've seen her change her style throughout the years and even throughout the season from time to time, so. But she gets it in there one way or another.
Whatever's working. Back to the action. Hole 3 is a par 3 coming in at 310 feet. Again, you want to make it out that chute right there off the tee. You have a few trees out here in the fairway to contend with, but the trickier part comes in when you get close to the basket. The basket is tucked just inside this tree line here on the right. There is OB right of the tree lines, but that really should not come into play off of the drive. So we'll see if everyone can get into position to make a birdie putt.
I always forget about that OB on the right. But if you go in OB right, you're in somebody's backyard.
Just about. Well, it's the same ditch that runs OB for hole 1.
Yeah. He's lining up the forehand.
And that's a good shape to get into the green area.
Ooh. Gets over on it and unfortunately clips one of the trees on the left side there that frame up the fairway.
Oh, and that's just low. Exited the scoot. That's about as far as it's going to scoot.
Yeah. I like the line, but yeah, just a touch too low there.
See if Hokom does with her forehand.
It's a little more turn.
Yes. Yep. It's going to go in a little early. There's really like there's one great place to land on this hole, and it's just so hard to get to.
Yeah, it's a very small window.
Yeah.
Even that's
because even you could be inside the circle and still like literally not see the basket.
Yeah. Lauren fighting her way into the circle there. She's still going to have some palm fronds in front of her to deal with, though.
Jennifer here with an amazing look at the basket.
Ooh.
She gave it a good run there.
2 times in 3 holes that she's had to go over those large palm fronds to try to give it a bid. Weese was just outside the circle there and misses it just right.
Just got a little piece of the basket.
Good putt.
Oh, good birdie.
That's a good one to get. Hole 3. Sending a message there. Hole 3 did play just slightly above par. Not quite as difficult as hole 1 at 0.17 strokes above par. With only 2 birdies on the day. We just saw one there from Sarah Hokom, the other from Eliezer Midling.
And Jennifer cleaning up her par.
We move into one of the longer par 3s on the course. This one, hole 4, par 3, 403 feet. Mandatory on the right-hand side that the drone is flying by. Need to stay left of that tree. Got out of bounds Pond Creek area here on the left-hand side. Kind of push past this little peninsula area into a bit of a guarded green here with some pine straw there. That can help the end of your flight kind of get you and nudge you a little bit closer to the green. But this is asking a lot to get a clean look at this one for the 2.
Yeah, this is one of the holes that you're going to believe that most players are going to just concede and play for the 3. They're not really trying to get the bird. There's just too much risk involved. So a lot of players lay up before the OB area and then just pitch into the green area for a putt.
Not kind of quite hold the turn there for Jen, but she falls safely to the left side past the OB area.
Mm-hmm.
Had a pretty calm day too, so not overly windy. We did see quite a bit of wind the first couple of days. That one, unfortunately, is going to kick into the water. That's going to be out of bounds for Lauren.
Yeah.
Weese with that Echo Destroyer, that purple one that she loves throwing on these angles.
Nice angle.
Oh, wow.
Way down there.
Yeah, I said no one was going for it, but obviously Weese did not hear me say that.
Yeah, she's got herself a look if she wants it. There may be a little bit of obstruction. We'll have to see when she gets up there. Settle. Okay.
That's on the green, but it nestled into one of those palm frond bushes. She'll be literally in the middle of it there trying to put out.
Sarah's been using that birthday balloon as a windsock all weekend to help her whenever she needs it. And it looks pretty still so far today. Like we said, not really a windy day compared to the rest of the rounds.
I know it helped me just locate her on the course when I was working from the catch cam. Just look for the balloon.
Ooh.
Okay, that didn't hurt. Took a little wind out of it, but she still has a putt there to recover for her par.
Weese down to a knee here. Got a little bit of a window, either right side or left side. She taps for the bigger gap with that Sonic.
Yep, goes a little long with it, but she'll be able to make that comeback for a good par. Here is Lauren in the middle of the plant, like I was saying.
Yeah, and it's right in her swing.
It's in her swing, it's in her face, it's between her legs, it's everywhere.
Yeah. You got enough distractions to deal with. We're getting to the part of the course now that gets kind of noisy. As you can start to hear, you got a main road right behind this green and on the next tee box to kind of deal with. Great putt there for Weese. Settles in for the par. So a lot of things to kind of take away from your focus here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice putt.
Good putt there.
It's the first time I've gotten to see Jen for an entire round. But so far it looks very steady as that one bounces out left for Lauren.
Yeah.
Up to you. I'm good.
Yeah, she has a really nice, smooth, steady stroke just for her putts and for her drives. It's the first time that I've seen her play as well as Lauren taps in her triple there.
Wow, that happened fast.
Yeah, OB stroke didn't help. Yeah. On to hole 5. It is a par 3 coming in at 342 feet. This is... I really don't even know how you really approach this. You have trees everywhere off the tee, then they're in the fairway, and then as you get to the basket, it just funnels in. So like if you're trying to go straight at the basket off the tee, I don't know what shot to throw to get you there. There is a little bailout on the left, but you also have to be concerned about the OB from the previous hole in the ditch, and also the OB on the right, that is the road.
It's a lot.
And the actual OB is way before the road, but it's over there the entire length. And I said I don't know how to get there, but that right there is a great shot. She may not have a clean window, but she is down there inside the circle.
That's the best forehand I've seen with this. I've seen some hyzer flip-ups, mostly from the MPO, kind of pushed to the inside line there. Kind of like this.
Oh.
You almost have to push that right side if you're going backhand, though, because the up the middle gap to keep a disc on a hyzer flip and go that straight for that long on this low ceiling takes a lot of power. Yeah. So you kind of need to cheat a little bit and use that right side as much as you can. That's actually a good little nestle there after the tree hit for Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
Same tree.
Yep. No, that's a different tree. That was an earlier tree, I think.
Okay.
And that's the thing with the tree hits. You really never know where you're gonna go. Ooh, that looked like a misrelease there.
Yeah, got away a little early.
Send her off to the left. No. That's a true disc golfer form, thinking of what you should have done. And that was approaching in there nicely before it hit the tree. She'll still have some type of look.
There's just so many trees. It's very dense as you get inside like that 25-foot range. Look at this. She gets a double tree hit and it kicks her back another 10 feet. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, sneaks it in there.
Yeah.
A little right there, and see, she's going to have a couple more obstacles left to deal with on her comeback.
Yeah, I was interested to see what Hokom was looking at here, and it is tight.
Oh.
Too tight. Didn't make it through. Well, she's much closer. Should be able to get that in for the par. As Jennifer taps in her bogey. Like, all these putts are inside the circle, and they're still not easy.
There you go.
What?
I don't even know what part of the trees she hit.
Did she hit the tree or did she just bail out? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, this is probably the most densely guarded green on the course.
Yes. I want to say there is another one. They're not playing it to that position. I think there's one on the back that's like even worse than this.
Wow. Okay. To another long par 3, hole 6 coming in at 391 feet. One big tree kind of inside or outside is the line you have to take off of the tee. Then you've got a pretty wide open fairway to work with here. A lot of players are just going to kind of pump this out on either anhyzer or take the hyzer line on the right hand side and kind of let it flex out. Get as far down the fairway as you can, and then usually you're going to have a chip up and then take your 3. You can go roller. We did see Deanne Carey get the birdie on this last year with a big backhand roller.
Yeah, I was saying to myself, this is a lot of holes on the course that you're just happy to take par. This is one of those holes, just averaging just over par.
Yeah.
So if you're taking a par, you're taking strokes on folks.
Wants it to hold.
Asking for it to hold, but she is inside the circle, so she'll be looking for a birdie putt.
So both of the forehand players taking the flex option on the left side of the tree. Or around the right side, finishing left side and back over. Jennifer Smiley with the hyzer up the right side with her wave.
And both the backhand players with great shots out there, not quite getting to the green area, but right in the middle for easy approach for up and down.
Yeah, all 4 players taking the same gap, just different variety of shots.
When you're putting that elevated platform like this, you want to get it close, but you know if you hit the wood, there's potential for a rollaway, and you want to land on the chips, but then you know that it's not as easy as it looks.
No, and those two sat. Normally, even with the chips on the green there, you see with this tiered green, just rollaways like you're talking about. Or if you catch it on edge, it can roll you to 30 real quick. Par putt here for Smiley. Oh, she knew right away.
Just off the right side.
Yeah, she let go and immediately put her hands on her hips. She knew.
Yeah. Weese with the par. Hokom with the par tap in.
Fortunate bogey there for Smiley after missing her par putt. And Lauren looking to tap in her 3 as well. And that's about what you see. 3 pars and a bogey are about what the average are on this hole.
All right, hole 7 is a par 3 coming in at 277. This one's a little hidden gem here. You're throwing into the tree area here, but you want to pick your gap, make sure that you penetrate that so that you can get back to where the actual basket is. Looks like the drone here is taking us along the right side. There is also a way to get there on the left side. Both shots you want to be swinging as you come into the green area and settle on the pond straw. Hopefully not behind any trees or palm fronds so that you have a easy look at a birdie putt.
Yeah, on paper you see par 3 277, you think, all right, attackable, but it's not straightforward. You've got 2 pretty sizable gaps you can pick from, but you need to commit to either one if you're going to get the birdie on this one.
Yeah, because the sizable gaps are there, but a lot of trees are there as well, as we see the 2 forehand plays finding trees off the tee.
I don't know what, if Weese was trying to swing that wide left and it just kind of early released on her, or what the play was. It looked a little weird.
Because the first day she went wide left and it flared over to the basket beautifully. Yeah. So I assume that she was trying to do the same thing there. As we see Lauren go with the right side, and she is in the green area, but she'll be behind the tree or a palm frond.
Nice flip up on this one. Just needs to push.
Misses that tree and.
Oh, good little rollout.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a birdie look, getting some knucks from Chandler Kramer there.
He's with a little forehand approach here. Getting around the palm fronds, and she's going to have a tap in for her par.
Yeah. Little overcooked.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. I gotta call the bank next time. My bad.
Nearly the trick shot birdie there for Hokom off the tree.
Here we go, Lauren over the palm fronds.
Got it.
Yes.
Getting the birdie on hole 7, a hole that did not see a lot of birdies. A lot of pars, 83% pars on this hole.
And that one just in over the cage for Smiley.
And Smiley and Butler were the 2 lone birdies on the day. You just saw them both. A hole that took 0 birdies. So everybody either parred, or unless you're Jennifer Smiley and Butler that got the 2, you took a par. Move on to hole 8, another long par 3. A bit of a theme out here at North Side. This one 428 feet. The ladies are going to be looking to shoot their shot straight up the gap here to a pretty open area. You've got out of bounds way left. Out of bounds creek on the right hand side, and then you got a subtle left to right turning shot here into the green. You've got out of bounds behind the basket as well. The concrete area there where the parking lot is. Oh, different. I'm thinking of a different hole. There's no creek on the right of this.
Yeah, no, not on the right. But you want to get out to this open area. Basically, if you get out here, you'll have an easier approach shot. Again, everyone is probably just looking to get their 3, not trying to do any fireworks, especially with the danger that lurks behind the basket.
Yeah. That looks fantastic. The wave once again flipping up nicely for Jennifer Smiley and just slicing right down the middle of the fairway.
I have a wave. She makes me want to throw mine. Hokom going with a flex here.
Beat that tree. It does.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty flight. So all of our players kind of in the meat of the fairway so far. Jessica Weese opting for the forehand. She's got 2 discs that look exactly the same. One is overstable and one is flippy. This looks like
I hope she doesn't accidentally throw the wrong one. I know that's happened to me a time or two. I had the same plastic different disc. Hey, who is that harassing me while I'm filming?
The living legend himself, Terry Miller. Out here filming the MPO. Ooh, that's a little short there for Hokom.
Yeah, a little neat lift on that. That's about how far you want to be.
Yeah.
Again, you don't want to challenge it too much because the OB is behind it in the restroom concrete area. So just enough.
I kind of wanted to. I gotta save my throwing.
I think she had a throw in on one of the holes around one. It might have been this one. Oh, speaking of throw-ins.
Ooh, wow.
And just stay safe.
Yeah. She was willing to challenge it.
Oh, good putt.
Yeah, good putt.
Getting the
For a second there, I didn't think it was going to stay high enough.
Yeah. Not surprising there were 0 birdies during this round. This hole did play almost a half a stroke above par, 0.42 over the 3. So if you're getting the par, you're doing your thing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you don't make it off the tee and into the landing area, trying to really approach this green from far back isn't easy, isn't feasible. So taking anything over par, it can happen quickly if you don't get off the tee.
Looks like par is all around for the ladies as we have 1 hole left to go to close out this front 9 here the final day.
It's your time to hit a fairway once, just one time. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
All right, here we are on hole 9. It is a par 3 coming in at 402. Another one that the group will probably be happy with, a 3 on, not trying to do too much on this hole. As you see, we're flying through the trees, and there are a lot of trees to beat just to get to the landing area. Once you get to the landing area, which is about right here or to the left of those trees, then you have the basket that is tucked in to these guardians, and really, again, you can be on the green and not really have a good look at the basket, so you got to be really strategic on your second shot, which will typically be your approach shot. Lauren pulled this one off to the right, so she's in between this hole and hole 8, but there should be enough airspace for her to get to the basket and try to secure her. Whoa, that came really close to the tree.
Sure did. And that one's going to finish left. Yeah, Lauren kind of pushing the extended quote-unquote fairway on the right side, and Smiley taking the extended left side.
Mm-hmm. Hokom flexing something here, missing trees as she's going, and basically ended up in the ideal landing area right there.
Oh, she's carving up some lines today. This is fun to watch. Weese again with one of those identical drivers, and that's the second time we've seen a little bit of an early release there from the forehand.
Yeah. Like, as hard as she throws a forehand, she really has to have a good grip on there. That right there is swinging around, and wow.
That's an incredible recovery.
Yes.
I mean, she had to make up a lot of ground. I don't think she got 100 feet off the tee. So she was pushing that far.
Yeah. And far and precise.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it scoots through.
She probably wasn't expecting that.
No, she was not. Especially when she gets up there and sees where it is, she'll be quite surprised.
That looks good coming in there.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, under the basket. Maybe that's the ideal play. Over to the right and then under the basket. That's the new. Let me put that in my notebook.
Sarah also inside the green there. We'll have to deal with some sticky palm fronds as well. This is like the third or fourth putt that we've had to see Smiley go over all this stuff.
Yeah. Hokom with the par there. Palm fronds weren't really a big issue for her.
This would be a great scramble if she can put this home.
Oh yeah.
And does.
Thank you.
There you go.
Scrambled egg.
And a couple of drop-ins here. Unfortunately, one of them going to be a bogey there for Smiley to close out her front nine.
So as we make it through 9 holes, we see the rest of the field is through 11. We still have Weese and Sarah, Lauren, and Ellie Midling is also contending for a spot. Plenty of holes left to go.
Quite the battle here as we get ready for the back nine here this final day. Still a 4-stroke advantage. We've seen that lead kind of get evaporated on as little as 1 or 2 holes. So come on back and check out the rest of the action. We're going to see who's going to take down the 13th annual Chain Hawk Open. Appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you to our ace runners over at patreon.com/acerunpro. Hit that like, subscribe button. Even more disc golf content coming your way this off season. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you on the back nine of the Chain Hawk Open.